The cost of procrastination isn't just sleepless nights, anxiety, and stress, but it's also your goals, your dreams, your future, and even your own life. And let me explain. There's a beautiful story that tells this. So yesterday, I went to Costco to buy contact lenses. The problem is my contact lenses take 7 days to arrive, okay? So I won't, even if I buy them today, I won't receive them until next week. The problem is I need contact lens right now. Like I need my contact lenses right now because I can't see without them. And my glasses, so I can actually whip it out here. My glasses, the ones that I had with me, they looked like this. So I can't really wear my glasses, I can't really wear that around, especially not professionally when I'm at work. And so if I didn't have contact lenses right then and there, I would be screwed. So the only way for me to basically see is I would have to go to Sam's Club, right? Keep in mind, I already drove like 40 minutes to Costco. I'd have to drive another hour and a half to go to Sam's Club to get trial lenses from my doctor. Because apparently you have to get contact lenses from your doctor only if it's a different prescription. So I did that. And keep in mind, I'm exhausted. The night before I had 4 hours, the night before I had 4 hours of sleep, and the night before I had 2 hours of sleep, okay? And it was like another hour back. And in total, it probably took me like 4 to 5 hours to actually get my contact lenses so I could see, right? And it costed $30 to do so. Wasted money, right? What's crazy is that when I came home, I found the missing leg of my glasses. It was actually on this mat that this tripod is standing on right now. So it looks like that. And you know, boop. And the problem is that procrastination not only caused me a lot of stress, extra money, but it also cost me so many hours that I could have used towards work. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's not too bad. You know, yeah, that's just a day, you know, lost maybe. But the problem is it goes so much further than that. Because that made me, you know, sleep late because I had to catch up on work. That made me not be, that basically stopped me from actually doing work that I needed to do because I was so exhausted and so tired. And that put me at risk of falling asleep behind the wheel, right? Because I was so exhausted already. And so, like, this could have all been avoided if I just ordered my contact lenses while I had my stock of trial contact lenses from before. Like if I had been proactive and be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna order contact lenses before I ran out, I'd be okay. Or even if I thought 5 steps ahead and if I came back home to search for my glasses and not take that bet, you know, then I would have been okay. And so like it was just a mess, I'm not gonna lie. But you see, procrastination, let me give you a more extreme example, okay? There have been moments in my life where I procrastinated on assignments, procrastinated on work, like presentations I needed to make or wrapping up some client work, and I would do them super late at night. Problem is, I would wake up early in the morning. And let me tell you one thing, you are not invincible. You are not invincible. And so what ended up happening was because I would get consecutive nights of no sleep, or even just like, you know, just being really tired, I slept behind the wheel, not once, not twice, but 3 times, 3 freaking times, all because of procrastination, because I decided to put off the work and as a result, stay up late and as a result, get little sleep and as a result, sleep behind the wheel. And that could have costed me my life. And what's crazy is that the second time that I crashed, it was a rainy night. It was late at night. I was on the freeway when it crashed. What's crazy is that 3 hours later, a high school friend of mine, he also crashed and he died. And that could have been me. And you see, that's a more extreme example of what procrastination can and will do to you. But like, we really don't look ahead. We don't look into the future. Because by not being proactive, we put so many things off that we can never really go forward with our lives. And I'm realizing this more and more and more. Like when I put off my work, like I'm just, think about it like this, okay? Think about it like this. When you're driving a car, when you're on the freeway, right? And there's like an obstacle right here. Okay, let's pretend this is the car, this is like the obstacle. Let's say this is another car, right? when you are going 100 miles per hour, right? And then you brake right here, you don't have enough time to stop. You don't, because you're going at 100 miles per hour. And so when you touch the brakes here, you're gonna crash. You're ultimately gonna crash, burn out, and probably die. However, if you look at the obstacle from here and take proper action, as in hit the brakes right here, then you will have enough time to slow down and avoid a collision. That's probably one of the best ways to think about procrastination, right? Procrastination is you putting off hitting the brakes until that thing is right in your face, until that thing is like right here. But by then it's too late. The opposite of that is being proactive. So that means taking action before the wall is here, but taking action when the wall is right here, right? So you're traveling along, right? And then you actually have time to stop because you're looking ahead and you're doing the work required to prevent a collision. And actually, you can, go around that. You can have time to maneuver around it and still keep your pace. So that was kind of my story. Like procrastination, it's never just like, a sleepless night, 2 sleepless nights. It's not just strain, stress, and anxiety, because you never know what butterfly effects will come from that procrastination. And it's going to end up ruining your life. And every single great person that I listen to, Elon Musk, Johnny Rockefeller, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, they are all about taking action. And not action slowly, but fast, quick. Not hurriedly, not in a rush, but quick and fast. Make a decision, make it done. Get it done. There's a task on your list, get it done. Because successful people move with speed, right? But they also, as a result, they don't procrastinate, and they can see things like that. They can see what's ahead of them, and they can plan accordingly. By the way, that's my air fryer going off for my steak, so I'm probably gonna have to eat. But that is it for today. That's my lesson for today. Make sure that you don't procrastinate. This is still something that I have to overcome and battle. It's still a challenge. I think it's it's going to be a challenge. But you know what? This stops now, because I want to I want to become filthy rich, filthy successful. Like, it's a burning desire. But if I can't be rich if I'm procrastinating on the smallest of things, right? If I can't even send selfie videos, if I can't even record videos, if I can't even get client work done, if I can't make content, and I keep pushing, if I can't even do that, how am I supposed to become successful? How? Right? So really ask yourself, what are you putting off? Because whatever you're putting off is probably what you need to do most. Because it's painful to do, right? Of course it is. But if you don't endure that pain, you're not going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to become successful. So with that being said, you already know in your heart what you need to do. And you already know that you shouldn't procrastinate. Now it's all about doing it. Now that you know that if you procrastinate, you can literally die, right? Don't procrastinate. Not only will your dreams die, your goals die, but you can also die if you procrastinate. So don't do it. Do not do it. Do not procrastinate. Whatever is on that list, to-dos, get that shit done as soon as possible. That's it for today. This is the PLOG V1.58. Remember to be better daily. I'm being better daily because yesterday I promised I would speak like this in front of the camera, speak like this without fear of judgment, no matter what. Like, get that shit out there, right? So with that being said, I have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna get those non-negotiables done. I'm gonna send my selfie videos on LinkedIn. And yeah, I get a lot of work done. It's gonna be a busy weekend. Also going to look into trading, which means I need time to do that, which means I need to get this shit done. So with that being said, peace out. See you tomorrow. Peace.